What's up? It's your boy Darkel. Happy holidays. We are in the holidays. We're actually in Thanksgiving, but I'm one of those corny dudes that starts Christmas on Thanksgiving. That's right. It is what it is. Just let it go. So today, we're going to be doing Coquito for the first time, because my lady was out of town. The lady I get it from was just the best Coquito in the world. But we're going to let you see the journey that I'm going to go on. Make a quick what you're going to need. We're going to make a small batch right now. I do have other stuff to make more batches, but I'm just going to show you quick the basics of what we're going to be using. Let's check it out. So, we got right here. We have some Goya, crema de coconut. We have carnation milk. We have sweetened condensed milk, leche condensada. We have coconut milk. We're going to have some star anise, some cloves, some cinnamon sticks. This is optional, sweetened coconut flakes. And the star of the show, Bacardi. Sometimes some people use a golden Bacardi, but I'm just go with this right here. And we have some nutmeg right here in powdered form. And this is the star of the show. People don't know, but the vanilla, you can use a vanilla extract, but this is the way to go with the actual vanilla bean. So guys, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my Coquito right now. So basically what we first want to do, and this is one of the most important steps. If you watch a lot of videos, people skip this step. And believe it or not, this is the most critical part to me of the Coquito. It's the tea, where we're going to make star anise, cloves, cinnamon sticks, a whole vanilla bean, which we're going to slice in the middle, and some nutmeg in there. We're going to bring that to a boil for about 15 minutes. We're going to have 2 cups in a pot, and we're going to reduce it, let it boil to reduce down to 1 cup. And then we're going to let that cool off, because you don't want to use it while it's hot, while you're mixing Coquito. So let's get it done. All right, now we're over here. We got a pot right here, and we're going to get the cloves. We're going to throw a whole little bag of cloves in there. Okay. We're going to throw the cloves in there. Okay. Then we're going to get a whole little bag of the star anise. All right. If I can get this open. There we go. And we're going to throw this whole bag of star anise in there. All right. Then this is some cinnamon from the straight Dominican Republic. Yes, this is a Puerto Rican drink. I am Dominican. It is what it is. All right. I do know a lot of Puerto Rican people, so I know about this here. So this is some cinnamon sticks from my mom's finca in the yard that she brought. But I'm also going to throw a couple of extra ones that are nice and fresh from here. I'll go ahead and drop 2 more sticks in there. And then we're going to take a vanilla bean. I have to open it up. You can use vanilla extract if you don't have this. These are not that cheap. I think this was like $11 for just 2 vanilla beans. So it's literally a vanilla bean. So what we're going to do is that I'm going to be slicing it open, and it's going to be going in here. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to need 2 cups of water. We're going to be putting 2 cups of water in here, and we're going to bring this to a boil for about 15 minutes till it starts to golden. And the whole point is that you put 2 cups of water, use a measuring cup, and you want to reduce it down to 1 cup. When you have 1 cup of water left, you know that you're there. And then it's going to be hot. So you're going to want to put this in the freezer to cool it off, because you do not want to put this in the Coquito while it's hot, because it can cook the stuff. It can mess with the flavors and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get the 2 cups of water. Anna, you got the water? We're going to get the 2 cups of water. We're going to pour it in. So now we have our cloves. We have our star anise. We have cinnamon sticks. And we have a vanilla bean in there. And here it is, 2 cups of water. And we're just going to pour those 2 cups of water in there. And remember, we're going to let it boil for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. It depends. We're going to try to reduce it down to 1 cup. And we're going to watch it that it gets nice and golden. Very important. It's got to go in the fridge or the freezer. It's got to be cool room temperature before you mix it in with the other products, which are right here. We're also going to put some nutmeg in here. I almost forgot the nutmeg. We don't have whole nutmeg. Sometimes people use a whole nutmeg in there, but the powder form is just fine as well. So if I can get it open. We're doing this live. That's what happens when you do things live. You hit things like this. But okay, we're gonna get it open here. I'm gonna put a thing. So we don't want to put too much nutmeg. So what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of nutmeg in there. A little amount like that. All right. So now we have cinnamon sticks, star anise, we have cloves, we have a vanilla bean, and we have nutmeg. And the next step, we're gonna bring this to a boil for 10 to 15 minutes, reduce 2 cups to 1, get it golden, get it cooled off, and then we'll go to the next step. I took the vanilla bean out just to show you guys because I had it in there. So I'm going to show you the step because people need to know. So what you want to do, I'm using an X-Acto knife. You guys use what you want, but be careful. And we're going to slice this open because once you boil it, it's going to be like a paste in there. And that paste is going to be critical to making a coquito because we will discard the outer shell, but the paste, we will be putting the paste in with the blender. So then we got that cut. It's in the pot. Now we're going to get ready to boil. All right, here we go. We got this, bring it to a boil. We have it already reduced down to about 1 cup. 1 more minute, and we'll be cutting this off and putting it to the side to let it sit for 10 minutes, and then we'll stick it in the refrigerator and let it cool off to about room temperature, and then we will continue. Oh my God, it smells so good. Yes, sir. That vanilla bean right there, we're gonna be taking it, we're gonna be splitting it open with our finger. We're gonna scrape out the paste inside of it once it's cooked. And that paste is critical because we're going to be putting that inside the blender. So I'll show you guys once it's ready. Let's let this finish up here. All right, we strained the tea now. Tea is nice and cool. Been in the refrigerator. All the leftover stuff you can just put back on the pot. And here's our tea right here. This is the magic right here. And you can see it has been reduced down to about 1 cup. Smells amazing. All right, let's go get this inside the thing. Now we're about to get down and dirty. So now we're about to start putting everything in the blender, all the things. Let's go to the next step. All right, so now we're gonna get going. We're gonna start mixing stuff. We have everything prepped already. I've already prepped everything off camera. So as you guys can see, this we reduced down to 1 cup. It's nice and cool, room temperature, okay? This is the tea, it's already been strained. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that. We're gonna go ahead and put that inside of the blender. So we got that in the blender. Next, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna drop this right here. You're gonna want to like get like one of these nice little spatula things, nice little Christmas truck one. And we're just gonna pour kind of this in there. The reason you're gonna want one of these because this stuff is real sticky and you're gonna want to get it all out of there. So let's go ahead and get it all out of there as much as we can. This stuff is real sticky. This is what's gonna give it this little sweet flavor, like the sweetener. Okay. This is the condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk, leche condensada in Spanish. Okay, we pretty much got all of it there. And let's go ahead and dump that. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit it with the cream of coconut. And we're gonna get that in there. This stuff's gonna get pretty full, but you know, all right, that came out pretty good. So we pretty much got all of it in there. All right, we got it with the cream of the coconut. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And we're gonna hit it with the coconut milk. That's nice and thick. That's gonna be good. All right, so we hit it with the coconut milk and a can of evaporated milk. This blender is gonna be full, so we'll have to add the alcohol later, which is fine because I am gonna separate some of this for my kids, so it'll be non-alcoholic. So it's pretty full there, so you guys can see. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add a bit of this. A little bit more nutmeg in there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of cinnamon, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead and blend this up, and I'll get back to you guys in a minute. Stop. All right, so we got it all in the blender. We're gonna put it on this blend. We're gonna put it on blend. You wanna do this for about a minute. I'm gonna give me some cinnamon powder. We're also gonna throw a little bit of cinnamon powder in there as well. So we're gonna let this blend real well there. All right, we're gonna let it blend. We're gonna blend it for a little bit. Let's get this mixed in there. Get this all mixed in there real good. You wanna liquefy it. for just a while. A couple of seconds, get it all mixed in real good. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pop it open from the top over here, which is, wow, that's really full. So let's go ahead and take this top off. Probably have to get some out of there. And I'm gonna get this opened up a little bit. I'm actually gonna take some out and separate it because it is very full. My blender is just not big enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some in this cup just to make some space. Let's go over the sink. I'm over here making a mess everywhere. That's okay. That's okay. So now let me go back to the blender. And I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of cinnamon powder. A bit of cinnamon powder. And then this is optional. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some of these coconut flakes. This, not everyone does this, but this gives it kind of like a, kind of like a treat. Like as you drink it, it also has like little flakes on it. Some people just put it on after you serve it, but I'm actually gonna put some in there and blend it in with the drink. And it's gonna give it kind of like I'll give it like a little texture. All right, again, this is optional. Also, this is people that use the egg. This is where they will put 4 yolks of eggs. I don't use the egg. Maybe I'll experiment, but right now we're gonna stay away from the egg right now. So we got that in there. We're gonna go ahead and hit it up again. Hit it for a little bit. Let it get blended real good. All right, let's hit the liquefy setting and go faster. All right, sounds good. Looking good. It's looking good, my people. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is, now we have the Coquito is pretty much done right now. All that's missing now is the Bacardi. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and off the camera separate some of this aside. So it could be non-alcoholic, and then the rest I'm gonna end up adding to this size of blender 2 cups of Bacardi, and we're gonna have the Coquito we need. So I'll get back with you guys in a minute. All right, so guys, I did forget a little step, which we're gonna go backtrack. We're gonna get the vanilla bean, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the stuff that's inside of there, and I'm just gonna drop that in the blender. So you want to take the vanilla bean after it's been cooled off, because you don't want to do it right after, because you could burn yourself. And he's gonna take out the extract, and that little bit, believe it or not, does magic. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this up some more, hit it some more, and then we'll go to the next step, which is gonna be the Bacardi. All right, so as you can see, we got 2 cups of the Bacardi, and we're gonna pour it in here. This is for the adults. Oh yeah, baby. And that's the magic. Now we're gonna hit this. Blend this up. We're gonna have Coquito will be officially done. Now, Coquito is always gonna taste better after it's cooled, especially after 2 or 3 days when you're gonna get the best results. And we want to put a cinnamon stick inside the bottle. We're gonna bottle it up. We're gonna put it in the fridge, and then we're gonna have it taste right now. But Coquito, once it's done, you can serve it, but it's best served cold after and let it sit for at least a couple of hours, preferably about a day or 2. So, all right. We have officially made Coquito. It is perfect. Right amount of alcohol. You got the little chewies in it. That's why I like to add the flakes on it, because now kind of like you get a little texture with the chews. Again, that's optional. I like that option. Right now, if you want, you could strain it and you remove most of the bigger stuff out of it. But right now, this Coquito is ready to go. All right, so guys, I'm gonna be using this little funnel, these little collapsible funnels that I have here, because I've brewed beer here before in the past. So I'm not gonna record the whole process, but you guys get the dish, and you guys get what's gonna happen here. Maybe I'm probably gonna use this funnel. I have a funnel that has the things. This is like for my beer stuff. So I'm actually gonna go ahead, and we're just gonna go ahead and bottle this up. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and bottle this up. And we're gonna go easy, and we're just gonna go ahead and transfer this over into the bottle. If you don't have a funnel, it can be done. You just gotta be very careful. But I really highly recommend that you go and get yourself a funnel. It's gonna make your life a lot easier. And we are gonna be putting it in one of the bottles of Coquito that the lady that usually does the Coquito for me has provided us. And again, this is just the first batch of many more batches to come. And as you can see, a lot of the, I'm only gonna let some of that stuff go in there. So that's it. Pretty much, you can see the heavy stuff up here is gonna be the flakes, which I like to get in there. Whatever doesn't get in there, doesn't get in there, but I do like to get some of that flakes in there because it gives it that texture. So once you got that step done, it didn't fill the whole bottle because it's a big one. And actually, guys, check out this label. It's hilarious. Coquito. Total fat. Lady value. I mean, it's kind of erased, but it was like a sticker that the lady put on there, which I used to love. But anyway, we didn't really fill it, but in case we made enough to fill this whole bottle, you only want to fill it to like around here. And you want to leave space so that you can shake it. You know, because once you cool this in the fridge, it will get thicker. And again, it gets sweeter as time goes by. So stand by. Let me grab one more ingredient that's missing out of here. We're going to get that one cinnamon stick that we had left. Okay, and this stick right here, we are going to go ahead and drop it inside of the bottle as it ferments in the fridge. We're going to drop a cinnamon stick in there. And then once that's in there, we're going to give it a good shake. All right. And fellas, we have Coquito right here. Again, I put the coconut chips in my Coquito because I just like the texture. You don't have to add that. If you don't add, it'll be a lot rich, smooth. But I do like the texture. We have some right here, which is for the kids. We're going to serve that in a separate little bottle, and that's how it is. All right, guys. That's my first time making Coquito. It's just the beginning of many more years. I hope you guys like the video. That's what it is.